like right on the water. It's pretty nice. Every morning you just go and having a hard time wake up, throw yourself in the icy waters of the Sound. Look,
Why?
I think we're going the wrong way. There's the Boston Harbor right there.
I bet there's a I don't think there's a tea place there.
Well, how great would that be?
Right?
It'd be the Boston Tea House in the Boston Harbor.
Yeah. I would so go there just because it would be hilarious, dude. Right?
I would buy a bag of tea from there and just go throw it in the harbor. Viva Revolution!
Yeah.
Sir, that'll be $2.50.
Taxation without representation.
I ain't paying taxes on this tea. I ain't doing it. Start chanting, the redcoats are coming! The redcoats are coming!
Ah.
Or in this drive, the red cars are coming! The red cars are coming!
Our wonderful commentary. Oh my gosh.
Starting to get off the beaten path. Well,
I don't think we were on the path to begin with. Up, roast like a chicken.
Or you got your heat warmer too, your seat warmer. Roast like a chicken. Roast it like a chicken. This is the way we drive around, drive around, drive around. This is the way we drive around early Saturday morning.
Seriously.
What?
The fact that it all made sense is startling in itself.
You can put words in a lot of songs that make sense. Stripping one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The dancers go stripping one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Dancers go stripping one by one. One of them throws $1 bill and they all go marching down to the ground to get money off the floor. Bum, bum, bum. No?
Seriously.
It's a great song.
There's a shirt that you need. Warning. Mature content. That kind of shirt that says that warning. Awesome.
Mom was gonna give me this shirt that had this girl on a pole. She was like a stripper at a club, and it says, "I support single moms." It's funny. It's great. Like a Zerg Rush with minis.
Mini Rush.
How do you defend against a mini rush?
I have no idea, to be honest. I wonder how Mom and Sam are doing.
Sammy's probably got the radio or something. She's right up there. She's the second car. She's probably doing good. As soon as she figured out how to start the car this morning. That's what we were waiting for. It's a switch that says stop. And it says stop. It's not that hard. It's okay, though. We still love her. Just in case she's watching this, we have to backpedal a little bit.
Quick, delete the evidence.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can find a monkey puzzle tree out here.
Probably. They're probably out here somewhere.
fact that those trees stayed alive long enough to live past the dinosaurs,
Yeah.
startling, eh?
That's why we don't give any trees to Mom, because she'll kill them.
Literally less nurturing than the desert.
The real test is getting her a fern. Ferns will live no matter what. You water them like once a month.
Dude, oh my god.
So I don't even think Mom would forget that, doing it at least once a month.
Yeah.
Some nice houses out here in the middle of nowhere.
It's a cactus. I mean, how do you kill a cactus?
I don't know.
Things live off of what, like once a month water?
Yeah.
I mean, the desert probably has some like nutritional value
For
underwater.
rent. Hey, that house is for rent. It's way back to them.
How do you kill a cactus?
By giving it too much water, maybe.
Literally less nurturing than the desert.
Here we go. Wow.
Boston Harbor. Go throw some tea in it.
We go teabag it. I mean, just, throw tea bags in it. Not what you were thinking, you dirty boy. Not what you do to all your online friends.
You aren't even looking at the map, to be honest.
I'm just following everybody else. That's the way these drives work. You got the lead car, and you got the trail car, and they're the ones that should know the map. The ones in the middle are, we just follow them.
What? I wonder how we're gonna do a U-turn with all these cars in a row.
It's a big U. It's like a capital U. It's like a big U. It's more like a football goal with like, straight up. Everybody was Mandy cruising.
As fast as lightning. It was a little bit frightening.
A lot frightening, especially Mom driving.
We are not showing Mom this video.
Uh-oh, we're stopping. Turn came up rather sudden. Woodard Bay. Am I going all the way to the Boston Tea Party?
No.
Boston Harbor with the Tea Party?
Yeah.
This looks pretty though. Hilly. It's very nice. It's pretty out here. I love Washington. It's so pretty. Especially after growing up in New Mexico where you actually had to drive somewhere to get trees. There's trees everywhere. It's so green. And I'm not talking about the marijuana they just passed. I'm just kidding. That's funny. What I don't call it, I don't understand. The marijuana plant is green, right?
Yeah.
Right. So why do they call it purple haze? Is there a purple strand of it? I don't know much about drugs. I have to ask my brother. He knew a lot about drugs. Which I don't understand. Like stoners are like some of the dumbest people ever. They're like, "Whoa, man, how did you do that?" And I was like, "That's called pay my bills and taxes." But they can like make a bong out of anything. Like, dude, look at that! I can make a bong out of that. And they know like the scientific, like I gotta put this much water in to get this kind of high and the THC. But you can't ask them a simple question like directions. I don't even know where I am, man. I've seen enough Cheech and Chong. I can stereotype.
Yeah.
I'm just rambling at this point.
Yeah, you are. You're just rambling.
they all kick it into sport mode. Be like the Flying Mini Brothers or something.
You'd have to wait for Mom to find out what the sport mode is.
I'm sure she can figure it out. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, we're facing away from Boston Harbor.
Yeah, man, we drove by it. We're headed towards Lacey. Oh, there's Anderson Island.
It's like absolutely nothing out here.
See, when we went and bought the Toyota, the Tundra, like I told the guy I wanted a GPS in the console, and he was like, "Oh, you don't need that. You've got it on your phone." And it's really nice just to have a map running all the time.
Yeah.
So you can be like, "Oh yeah, I'm completely lost."
Like, no, I'm not.
You're like, "Oh, never mind. I'm not lost. I know exactly where I am. I thought I was in Washington, but for some reason I'm coming up on the Boston Harbor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy."
I thought that was all the way in New York.
Boston. That's Massachusetts. Close though, close.
Alright.
When do you have geometry or geology class?
I don't like
Geographically?
geology.
Not the study of rocks, but I don't know.
Geology isn't a real science.
Yeah, you say that just because Cooper does. But I'm sure if somebody offered you a job studying rocks, you'd be like, "Yeah, I can study a rock." It's hard.
No, it's absolutely boring.
Well, isn't it like the study of like the plates moving and stuff like that? Or is that's a seismologist, right?
Yeah. Geology is just studying what type of rock this is.
I know, but wouldn't
how
it be
can
exciting?
we break it?
Like to be like a geologist working like on like for NASA, and you're like studying like soil samples from different planets and stuff. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be cool. Of course, you don't actually get to study the rock. The Mars rover just analyzes it for you, and you just look at the chart.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody! Mars has rocks.
Right?
And they're like, "Whoa, that's profound, dude."
That must like happen like once a week, just to keep news flowing. Like, oh my gosh!
Now that we don't go to space anymore.
Yeah, gets a bit boring down here.
Well, there's still debate on whether we went to the moon or not.
Yeah.
There's debate about everything, though. So, if something happened, there's going to be a conspiracy theory disproving why it happened.
Yeah. And some like crazy, unexplainable reason why.
You could have like something caught on videotape, eyewitnessed by a whole bunch of people, and you're going to have that one guy be like, "Nope, it was the government."
Or like Abraham Lincoln wasn't assassinated; he just went back to his home planet.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, dude.
It wasn't caught on film, so therefore it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, what? There's pictures.
I keep searching for Abraham Lincoln assassination on YouTube. It's not there. So therefore, I don't believe it happened. He probably just got tired being president.
Like,
And he probably said, "You know what? I want to retire to Kokomo, where the Beach Boys are." So, and that's why Kokomo's so popular, because it's where Abraham Lincoln and the Beach Boys are.
you live in a very, very weird world, don't you? In your
Wait, we're turning. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, it's a weird turn. It's like it's one of those turns. It's like a backwards. It's like a V. It's not a backwards V. It's like it's a V. Oh, Mr. Cargo Truck, don't disrupt the mini flow. We will swarm you.
You will be mini trapped.
Yeah, we will swarm all around you. Look at that old truck. Probably not old, it's like 80s or something. Vehicles used to last forever. Is it my turn? Don't go, minivan. Don't go. Don't do it. Oh, look, everybody's waiting for us. Yay. Yeah. Man, that car's so clean, shiny. Even the exhaust is chromy and shiny. Ours is all black.
Well, I mean, it is the exhaust.
Yes, it is the exhaust.
Remember this? I think comes out there. Magic and Rainbows.
Magic and rainbows. That would be awesome, though. I'll put like a bubble spinner on the exhaust, so when the exhaust throws bubbles, the exhaust just floating around the air, like bubbles of black exhaust. That's okay. We're close enough. We can just send it to Canada. It'll be all right. We did that. We sent acid rain to Canada, I think in the 60s, 50s, I don't know. Like when we started the Industrial Revolution, and there was no safety standards or EPA or anything like that. We kept sending acid rain to Canada, and they get all pissy. They start talking French, like "Oi!" That's not French. What does French sound like?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. We need acid rain. Look at that boat. Did you see that boat over there? It's pretty sweet. It looked like a pirate boat. No, that's not a pirate boat. Looks like an old-time boat, though. Camaro.
It was back in the late 1980s.
Back when I was your age, we didn't have cars. We used to walk through 15 feet of snow just to get up and change the channel on the TV because we didn't have no remote controls.
And we didn't have color either. We just had black and white pictures moving on the screen.
Nobody saw in color until like 80s, 70s.
We're talking about the 80s here. I don't know at this point, to be honest.
I don't think anybody can explain the 80s. But the 80s are easier to explain than the 70s. Well, no, the 70s, 60s and 70s are easy to explain. It's just drugs. Everybody was on drugs. The 80s, everybody was on drugs, but they were on cocaine like adults. They were doing higher quality drugs because it was the age of excess. Everybody had money for cocaine. And then we had a recession and everybody went back to smoking weed because it's cheaper.
Wow.
I'm giving you a history lesson. They don't teach this stuff in school.
Not to be mean, but I don't think you'd be a very good history teacher.
You'd be like, the teacher would be like, Dalamar, why was the 80s called the age of excess? And you'd be like, because everybody stopped smoking weed and dropping LSD and switched to cocaine. It was much more expensive. But we had the money. Because Ronald Reagan was in charge and he was making sure everybody could afford their cocaine.
When was Nixon? Sometime in that zone?
No, he was like 60s, 70s, somewhere around there. He was president when Rumpy was around. I feel sorry for Nixon. Because the stuff they nailed into the wall is nothing compared to what the politicians do today. Like, I deleted a few minutes of audio tape from the White House, but Hillary Clinton deletes like a whole email server, and it's like, oops, sorry, I didn't know I could store classified and top secret emails on a private server that's prone to hacking and just general mayhem. My bad, but I've been doing this for 42 years, so you should vote me president because I know what I'm doing. No.
When did we get all political?
I don't know. Because you brought up Nixon.
What? He's one of the interesting presidents.
I am not a crook.
Futurama. Nixon's back. If I were Nixon, where would I be staying? The Watergate Hotel.
Yeah.
Terrible hideout, just saying. Like, if you're a villain, you shouldn't hide in the place of where you have, like, a connection to.
That's like the first place they go, though.
Yeah.
Like, I remember this, George Carlin, great comedian, funny as hell. He was like, I don't understand why people are opposed to building houses next to prisons. Because when a prisoner breaks out, they don't stick around. They get as far away from that prison as possible. So the safest house would probably be one right next to the prison. Because they're going to get caught as soon as... Because that's the first house the cops are going to check. Why would you stay there?
Okay, that actually is the smartest thing you've said in a while.
I didn't say it. It's George Carlin. He's a funny guy, though. I like his... he had this rant on sports to make it more interesting. He would be like, in baseball, put landmines in the outfield. So it's like, oh my God, he's going. Holy shit. He's gone. And then he's like, football players are always complaining how it's a battlefield. This is like, leave the injured on the field. It would be awesome. Funny guy. Ahead of his time. You should watch A Day in Silent Bob Strike Back. He's funny in that. Every day, people hitchhike to Hollywood to stop movies from being made. When it comes to us, we can't get it right because you're doing it all wrong. And then it goes on. It's a visual thing. You gotta see it. It's hilarious, though. It's probably inappropriate, but you're getting old enough that you should be able to watch inappropriate stuff. I think Jay and Silent Bob.
I live around you. I think that's appropriate enough, to be honest.
I'm a saint. I'm gonna apply for sainthood.
Okay. Say what? Remember what you said right now.
36.
Now go watch the video that we're recording.
I can't. We're in the middle of recording it. Oh, it's that new technology where the movie's out in stores before they're even done filming it.
Right.
Somebody get me Spaceballs the movie.
Wait, too far.
No, past this part. In fact, nobody ever watched this part again. Sir. When is this part in the movie? This is now, sir. What happened to then? We missed it. When? Just now. When will then be now? Soon.
How to properly break the fourth wall.
Yeah. Watch the movie that you're filming?
Yes. To get the location of where you're going to go.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't they just watch? Maybe that's how Dark Helmet knew where he was gonna go. Where he was gonna go to go turn it off.
Why didn't they just watch the end of the movie and see that it didn't turn out well for them at all?
Like, okay.
But then they wouldn't have gone through with the plans, and then they wouldn't have filmed the rest of the movie.
Or how about this? He stands closer to the escape pod. He stands slightly closer to the escape pods, so that way he can escape.
Escape. You would think a ship that big would have more escape pods.
Right?
Sir, it's Spaceball 1.
Pizza the Hut ate himself to death.
That was gross. Pizza Hut's gross.
Well, he's made out of pizza.
Slime, yeah. You're delicious. It's like, yeah, ugh. I don't like cold pizza. You're saying I like to eat cold stuff, but I hate cold pizza. I can't eat cold spaghetti anymore. I used to be able to eat cold stuff when I was younger.
What changed?
I got old. But I love cold chicken. Cold chicken, cold pork chops, cold steak. Just not pizza.
Pizza or spaghetti.
Or spaghetti. What else can I eat? I can't eat cold eggs.
I thought they were already cold.
No, I mean...
What about deviled eggs?
Oh, I love deviled eggs. No, I mean like, I can't eat like cold scrambled eggs. Like it's gotta be like the egg. Like when we get served eggs at a restaurant or something, like I'll eat the eggs first so they don't get cold. Because I can eat cold pancakes as long as they have syrup. Delicious syrup. We're doing a roundabout. It's a British trip. We're in Benny's and we did a roundabout.
Riding away from Boston Harbor.
Yes. All right.
1th by land, 2th by sea.
4th by spaceship. 5th by interdimensional transport. It would be a lot more confusing nowadays.
0th by time travel.
Very confusing. Like, I don't understand it. It's so confusing. Speed limit 35 miles an hour. We are going 40. Now we're going to get a ticket because the police just saw my video with my self-admission of going 5 miles over the speed limit. Oops. Actually, I don't know if I'm going 40 or something. I mean, it's not an entire accurate odometer or speedometer or whatever it is. You know, it could be wrong. Yep. If my calculations are correct, when you get to 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit, like cops pulling you over and giving you speeding tickets and stuff. You want to hear a fun fact? In the DeLorean, they had to make a customized speedometer because the speedometer only went to 85 miles an hour. Was it 85, 75? Something like that. It didn't actually go to 88 miles an hour because one of the presidents, I think it was Carter, passed a law that automobiles could not, their speedometers couldn't go up to any higher than like 75 or 65 or something. I'd have to Google it, but it's a true fact. So they had to make a customized speedometer for the Back to the Future DeLorean so it could actually show that it goes up to 88 miles an hour. Anthony's fun facts of the day.
Fun with flags.
Yay! I don't understand that. It's like, we're America. We're going to start our own flag. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep the same basic colors as Britain. That's what we're
Just to
gonna do.
anger them even more.
That's right. You have red stripes? We have 13 of them. Hey, you like that?
And those stars? We have 50 of them.
But the first flag only had like 13, and then 15, and then they're like, we should add more flags than we can. There's too many people that have 50 flags, and nobody likes change. And then we'll be all like, why are you flying the wrong flag? And we're like, man, because I'm 50. And if you throw in you'd have to vote in states as twos, so it wouldn't throw off the whole symmetry thing. It'd be like,
symmetry.
Yeah, because if you add one star, where are you gonna put it? I mean, it's gonna look completely wrong. You can't do that. You're gonna have 2 stars.
Texas did it. They just have one big star.
Yeah, but I mean that's just one. I mean, if you have one of anything, you can kind of center it and stuff. But so let's say you had if you have a big number and then you add 1 to it, where are you gonna put it? It's it's 21. I mean, you can have 5 rows of 4, and then you have an extra one. It's where am I gonna put that one?
I mean, you could do a circle and then put the 1 star in the
Stop making
center.
sense, damn it. I'm trying to prove a point. It's hard to prove points when you're using logic. That would be a big circle, though. And then why would you put if the star, if all the stars are the same, and then you just put the 1 in the middle, it's going to look weird. But if you make that 1 star bigger, then all the states are going to be like, oh yeah, that's Texas because it's a big star. And so, then you have other states that are like, no, that's Rhode Island because Rhode Island's about the same size as that big star.
Rhode Island isn't that big.
Well, I know, but if you put it a big flag like this and a star, it would be like, maybe their ego's bigger than all of them together. I don't know. No, New Mexico is a big star. See, Texas would just try to take credit for everything. There's a lot of roundabouts around here. What is that?
IKEA? I'm not sure. Could be IKEA.
So,
I like their meatballs.
another roundabout.
Meatballs are good at
Wee! A roonda boot. I love the roonda boots. A booty roondy rooney. It's a long way to the top when you want to rock and roll. Wow, wow.
You're just jumping from song to song.
I do that.
Like, ooh,
I'm like my own mixtape. Dum dum dum. I don't know where we are, but we're having fun.
We're nearby Tanglewild.
Tanglewild. That sounds like a Disney movie. Sounds like the sequel to Tangled. Tangled 2, Tanglewild.
Instead of maybe Pocahontas 2 or something. What?
Pocahontas 2. More lies we tell your kids about how we treated the Indians. That's what it should be called. That would be funny.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we didn't really treat the Native Americans very well.
I gave it away. But you know what? We're the only people that, like, after we, like, took everything from them and killed a lot of them, we gave some of it back. Nobody else did that.
Oh, what was it? Washington history. They kept on trying